What's up, guys? What's up, guys? You guys got me on a Monday evening. A Monday evening. This is Let's Talk Love with, and I am your host, Miss Love Doctor, and we have a special Monday night edition in the Love Lounge. And I want y'all to welcome yourself in. And yeah, we have some special guests today, and we're going to share a little sunshine goddess energy with you all. If no one has told you that they loved you today, I would definitely like to be the first. I feel like I'm not centered. Center me. Scoot over, I guess. Let me scoot over. And y'all know I got to share the show. However, I have some powerful women joining me today. We're going to be talking about healing, and we're going to be talking about moving and education and energy shifting. And these ladies are joining me and hosting the up and coming Sun Goddess Women's Empowerment Workshop. This event will be all about womb care, movement, sensual healing, body confidence, and reclamation of your divine energy, which is key and very important. And it doesn't matter exactly what age you're at, but it's going to show up in your life somewhere. So I'm going to introduce them one at a time and bring them to the studio. And so, as a host of the Sun Goddess Women's Empowerment Workshop, it will be a host, Miss Love Doctor, and my specialty will be your womb care, self love restorer, helping women reconnect with their worth and their identity and their divine feminine power through the power of self love and movement. Okay. And then next we have the belly goddess. She is the belly dancer who teaches women how to movement heals trauma, awakens sensuality, and restores confidence. You guys make sure you say hello and a great welcome to Gabby, the belly goddess. Okay, all right, let's see. Hey
Hello,
girl,
everyone.
hey. Hey girl, hey. Okay. The next up, we have the Miss Marceline, which is a healthcare educator, a powerhouse, and teaching women about womb health, reproductive wealth, and body literacy. Please, please, please make sure y'all say, what's going on?
Hey, happy Monday,
Happy Monday. Let me see. Let me get us situated a little bit better than this. How we want to look. How we were looking the first time was great. There we go. There we go.
Nice.
All right. Okay. So we should be expecting Miss Angela. Hopefully she can join. But I definitely want to welcome you guys to the show. And as you know, if you have ever tuned in, you know we do a heart reset with the affirmation, and we're gonna do some affirmation cards from for a badass.
Nice.
You know, because why not educate, tap into our inner, you know, badassies. So before we begin, let's reset our hearts. Place your hand over your heart and over your womb. Take a couple deep breaths in. Exhale gently. Relax your shoulders. It's a lot of stress and tension that sits right here. We hold our phones, we look down.
yes.
And as you are taking your deep breaths in, say to yourself, I honor my body.
I honor my body.
I honor my womb.
I honor my womb.
I honor my feminine energy. And I am worthy of empowerment. Yes, yes, yes. All right. Doesn't that like just kind of take the day off, like take the little edge off? If you guys want to take a few minutes to share the show with your friends, people who you think that would love to be a part of what we are talking about, I think now is a good time If you guys could do that before we do our affirmation and send it to a bunch of women. Oh, she moved to Florida. Oops, she live in California. Sorry, guys, but y'all can still tune in to the conversation. Y'all women. Have some guys tune in to the conversation.
Let's see.
I hear echo on one side.
Is that me?
I don't know. It comes in and out. I didn't catch it. Yeah, let's invite some women. They all lined up too. I'm like, doop, 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 doop. That's my auntie. Come and talk to us. Come and talk to us.
So through this link, we can share it to people, right?
No, not the one I sent you.
How
Yeah,
can
there's an
we
echo here.
blast
Hold on.
this?
I'm not sure why there's an echo. So go, you can, let me send you the link really quick.
Yeah.
This is the actual live. And we're totally on the fly with this. No pun intended.
None taken. That is
That's what you gotta say. We on the fly. We're on the
we
fly. That's
on the
Teresa. And we on
fly.
the fly with this conversation. Yeah, and so with if you send it from that link, you can share directly to your people on Instagram. Oh, it's coming through from one of y'all.
Maybe me? I don't know.
If it's
It's probably
playing,
me.
maybe if you have it playing. All right, all right. I sent it to some women. Share, share, share. I should have sent it to them. It's like a group chat of them ladies. All right, so we'll get another chance to share throughout the show, and also we will have a raffle coming up, and with the bold and beautiful affirmation cards, I am going to. So, is somebody listening to the show on their end too? Because I hear me like talking back to me. No. All right. So I'll pull a card for one of you guys. Which one of you want to go first? Which one of you are bold enough to go first?
I can go.
Okay. I'm randomly picking for you.
Hold on, I'm trying to send this link or put it on my story on Instagram.
Okay, we'll go with Marcia first. You done? You done sharing?
I'll go.
All right. First, well, I guess I could have went because I don't slow down. It's okay. Mistakes are just proof that you're trying, and never give up. Every setback fuels the comeback.
So am I supposed to add to that? What am I
You
supposed to be
can.
doing?
It's just an affirmation for you.
Oh,
If you were here in the studio, I will pull one for you. We could do
okay.
self love cards where we
I
ask
feel like
questions.
that fits. I feel like that fits. I feel like
Yeah,
that's
like
very fitting.
can you take what resonates with you about that affirmation?
I think it's actually in the moment. It's really like in the moment.
For real. For real. It be just like right on time with the message, right? Like,
Right?
right on time. Gabby, you want me to pull or you okay to go?
Yeah, I can go.
So I'll say the affirmation and then you let me know. I'm gonna pull it randomly. You let me know like how it resonates with you. We can say how they all resonate with each other. Yours says, I am magic. My success is inevitable. I wear my confidence like it's designer. Ooh.
I feel it in my soul. You know,
Ooh.
it took me 2 years to get over, I will say, my, I don't know, the image I had of me or my insecurities. I feel that self-esteem is tied to how you feel, how confident you feel. But once you own it, once you own your own power, you know, nobody can make you, they might make you feel down for a minute, but then you snap out and then you feel great, right?
Yeah.
But the power of believing in yourself, it's big, you know.
So big.
And once you own it, you're like unstoppable. Like nothing can you know, bring you down, as they say. And it's right. And for women, we go through so many stages in life, and it's hard sometimes, but it's understanding that, hey, no matter what I'm going through, I'm going to come out fine, you know, and I'm going to get over this, and this is just temporary, and I'm amazing, I'm beautiful. And yeah, I have affirmations for sure. I have them for affirmations written where I can see them every day. I also listen to, this will sound corny, but I've made a clip of uh, affirmations, things I'm envisioning, and I recorded that and I listened to that, you know, and that just believe gives me the power of believing, right, that everything is going to be possible. All of my desires will come true, even if they're not happening at this moment, they will eventually, you know. And it's just that belief.
So wait, you recorded your own affirmations that you're making to yourself, like you did a video.
So I did this audio record, like this audio voice of, I am beautiful, I am amazing, and then just desires I want for me, you know. And I listened to that. As weird as it sounds, it works, you know, because
I
like
love that.
because this is the reality. This is the truth, the honest truth. I feel that when you're confident, when you believe in yourself, you start doing things that you want to do, you know, in your heart. And then other people might not approve. They're going to like talk about you. Nothing that you do will ever be enough for them, but it's okay, you know.
It's
You have
okay.
your
Yeah.
magic, and you know, and let them be, let them talk, let them hate on you. It's okay. It's That's just part of the process.
Those
uh
are the not to cut you off, but that's the real sign that you are coming into you. When those things start to happen and these things start to shed, those are that's like you're saying, that's the process. It becomes very real.
It,
Yeah.
it must be. And
Yeah.
it's like, why? Because at the end of the
It's
day,
definitely you, Gabby, with the echo. You
me?
have something on twice.
Oh, I'm sorry. What it
We had
is?
to narrow it down. I was like, it's somewhere.
Let's see.
You got that's so good though. The confidence, and I think we'll get into it. I won't get into it. Before we do my affirmation, I want to introduce our last lovely host, and Miss Angela Tone is a movement coach helping women release shame, build confidence, and reconnect with joy through dance. And we'll allow her to tell a little bit more about herself. We're doing affirmations for badass. Welcome, love.
Peace. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hello, hello.
Okay, because maybe the echo is me. I hear twice.
Hello.
Hey, everyone. How y'all doing?
Hello, hello.
Give me 1 second because I hear me twice. Y'all don't hear me twice.
Mm-hmm.
I hear
You do?
reverb on
Yeah.
everybody. I don't know if
I'm
it's
so scared
reverb
to
with
touch
me.
it. How's that?
Still
No.
reverb.
Okay, we were
I hear
having
me too.
all kinds of speaker problems to begin with. All right, let's see what happens here.
Does somebody
Now you
have
can't
the
hear me.
YouTube app open in addition to the link of us being tapped in?
Say it one more time.
Does anybody have YouTube and the streaming like
I
functioning
pasted to
together?
our group chat. I gotta figure out what to do with my mic settings. We were definitely having some technical difficulties, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this jam. But all right. So, and I'm gonna randomly pick affirmation card. These are affirmations for badass, and you can just let us know how they resonate with you,
Hmm.
and then I'll pull mine. This one says, contrary to popular belief, I know exactly what I'm doing. Dream it, do it, it's done.
I think that is a highly reflective card that definitely speaks about what this journey has been about for me personally. When Twerk and Tone was born 13 years ago, it was me creating a level of medicine that I experienced in Miami. I'm originally from Chicago, and all the people close to me knew that I like to dance, but if you weren't close to me, you didn't know. So it's pretty much not a highly known fact. And I was getting over extreme depression. And I was fighting suicide ideation as a young mom. Life was transitioning. And I went to a hip hop class. Just I worked out all the time, didn't want to be by myself, and it happened to be a class taught by a Uncle Luke dancer. I totally fell in love, and I went to all of her classes. When I came back to Vegas about maybe 7, 8 weeks later, I was I was fiending. I was looking high and low for somebody to teach a twerk class, and this was actually, yeah, 2012. It didn't exist. So I grew on to become a hot hula instructor. And then I got a partnership with the city of Las Vegas. And that's where my first twerk wellness class was born, called Twerk Out Workout. And it was something that started out in my mind. It was me um, given a tribute to my culture and movements that I found to be second nature, and medicinal. And in Las Vegas at the time, the culture just was not here. So it's something that I definitely formed to be what it is today. It's more inclusive of mindfulness based practices in addition to movement. So we've grown quite a bit, but the focus has always been tapping into the lower three chakras. And, as far as fear, shame, guilt, and the imagination, that could be a never ending torture space. So coming to grip with, the healthy aspect of balancing the mind and creating from there. Um, and then just basically sharing is the way I correlate that card to
Mhm.
be connected to me in this journey. And I'm happy to be on the live.
Yes, I'm glad we were able to pull it together. Um, I definitely want to figure out how to get rid of the echo. You see, it went away
It
for a
did.
little bit and then
It
came
feels
back.
like when you did something with volume, then it came back.
I didn't do any. Well, I did the volume after it came back. You could see the volume on the screen.
No, I just saw you touching a device and the reverb is not there right now. So
Okay. All right. So hands up. Hands
Yay!
up. All right. So I'll go last. Last. Look at my affirmation. Don't fear the fire. I am the fire. I didn't come this far just to come this far. That's pretty
hey.
deep.
Mhm.
I can resonate with that a couple different ways. I'm gonna figure this out because it just keeps coming up.
I'm
It's gonna
almost
make
starting to wonder if it's me because every time I've been muting because I had to get my glasses. So I feel like every time I mute, then we lose the echo.
No, when you speak, there's no reverb.
Let's
I
see.
don't know. It
Me?
just keeps coming in and out.
Yeah,
But
everybody's good now.
four
Okay.
minds with the four brilliant minds we have, we'll get it together.
Okay.
Okay, so now that we've done that, we've done our affirmation. Um, we'll get into a little bit about the event. I don't know if you guys want to each tell um, what about this event made you say, yes, I want to be a part of this, and what it means to you. And there's no particular order. We all up in this thing.
I'll go. So for me, when we were talking, Tasha, um, you told me we should do something about empowerment, women empowerment. And I feel women empowerment is major. Sometimes women just need someone to talk to. They need to do something fun, experience some love, and then things will be okay. So
Mhm.
I feel that I just wanted to be a part of this event because I feel that we, as a collaborated team, we are here to lift other women, and we can each contribute something special and meaningful that can be the amazing paint you know
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I know for myself as a woman, as a business, as a brand, what I represent is, of course, a womanhood. You know, all my businesses are. supported by women. They're, the background are women. Um, I, as a community advocate, I speak on behalf of the community, but more so in support of um, awareness on what's going on with our bodies and how to connect and stay connected and to be healthy. Our womb speaks so many different languages that we
Mhm.
have to learn to understand. You know, um, we don't know what it is that we're feeling, and it takes levels. It takes growth. Um, we may never know the full extent, but it's a learning process. Process. I feel like I believe each one can teach one. We each share an experience that we can share with each other, which empowers the next, which gives hope to the next, which gives, provides that confidence to the next. Um,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah. I like that you said it speaks many languages.
Yeah, I definitely agree with what both of you shared. This is an event that is targeted for women. It's inclusive of the entire community, because male or female, we all came from a female. And
Yes.
being a female, I know that all our mechanics is internal.
Yes.
So being able to tap in with the awareness, with the community for the focus of us as females, I think that is a very powerful and sacred um, focus. And I'm excited to be able to share and communicate with people that are interested in knowing how to heal us. It's so much conditioning in this world for
Mm-hmm.
all of us, whether we're physically, looking the same or not. We're all encouraged to fall on the lap of doctors who practice medicine. They don't practice wellness. So it's our responsibility
The
as a
big
Whoa.
difference.
community to know how to practice wellness for ourselves. And that's always what twerking has been formulated on. Um, it was just a way to move around for myself personally because I was looking for it and it didn't exist. I really wanted somebody else to be in this seat. I sure didn't want to create anything because I didn't want people looking at me. I didn't want people to put me with the idea of movement. I was so professional, masculine mind focused. And I think
Okay.
it's so many elements of us as women that are like we're trained to shun against. And I think it's really healthy for us to be able to get together and just commune as a group and do what we personally do on a private perspective, but do it on purpose as a community and intentionally braid that energy together. So I'm very excited.
Wow. Y'all bringing a little bit of heat. All right. I think the main thing with the purpose of how this even came together for me is personal wellness and personal health and enduring and embracing the journey of healing that however that looks and whatever shows up. And we never know what that womb looks like, once you uncover that scab. And the thing I noticed was that my core is weak. My core is weak, which means then the educational part of me and the part that I know about health, I'm like, okay, wait, if your core is weak, your pelvic muscle is weak. If your pelvic muscle, like I was like, oh no, we got to get this together. We got to tighten up. I haven't danced. I haven't really moved. I'm stagnant a lot of times because I'm sitting, and what better way to do it than to get the twerking tone in the building and the belly goddess, where we are actually engaging in movement, but also educating ourselves, because my personal journey is restoring ourselves back to self love. And that has to be understanding the power that you have within your, not just your core, in your womb. You
Mm-hmm.
carry a lot in your womb. And this lady walks up to me, and she walks up to me. I never saw her before, never saw her after. And she said, "Do you mind me touching you?" And she touched my stomach, and she said, "You're not fat. This is all trauma." And I was looking at her like, "What?" Like, where'd you come from out of the crowd? Why did you have this message for me? Why would you use the word "you're not fat"? You get what I'm saying? It was like too many signs, like God sent her, or the goddesses sent her directly to me for a message to, we got to heal what's going on with the womb, because the womb and the stomach is your second brain. It
Mm-hmm.
controls you, you know? So that's my my segment of why. And so I would ask you ladies, what does empowerment mean to you? Y'all want me to say a name? Like whoever I look at first. And what is empowerment to you?
Empowerment for me is personal permission. I think the outside could only be so loud. The outside can only say so much. If we're in a space where we're not receiving, where we're not connected, where
Wow.
shame is bigger than us, guilt, we can't get past it. Um, Fear is something that has us like completely stuck. Then who could say what to get you out of that? Like even your mama, your kids, your best friend, your lover, like it's all about self. So I think that personal empowerment is rooted in the relationship you have with you. How much permission do
Wow.
you give yourself to move forward on whatever it is you're pursuing? And how much do you believe in whatever you're pursuing? And why?
I say, I say that it definitely starts with self. You know, how can you impose empowerment or something that you don't have within yourself first? You know, so and you don't have to wait for the process to be done to assist somebody else in this process. You just have to know that you're in process and that what it is that you're trying to improve. You know, um, so it starts with self, and the minute that you see the things, the one thing, it leads to two things, three things. Next thing you know, you're attracting all that you also need to, empower, because it starts coming out from within.
Mm-hmm.
It's a
That's good.
reflection. You become a reflection.
Yeah. Wow. That's true. Gabby?
I feel that you ladies tapped into everything that was on my mind. But if I have to add to that, empowerment for me also means uh, just keep on going, and looking forward to achieving the highest I can go, wherever I see myself. For me, empowerment is like, okay, I can, it's empowerment is like the fuel to that fire, you know?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna step out.
And I also have to say that during this process, give yourself grace.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm learning that through this process. So when you allow yourself, grace, because we're not walking, we all are walking an imperfect line here.
I
Um,
agree with you. I agree with you. And I feel that women, we have so many roles in life.
yes.
You know, we're not just women. We are mothers. Some of us are mothers or
Yes.
grandmothers, providers, um, workers, business owners, sisters, right? We're everything. We're all the things. And I feel that women are stronger than men. You know, I just said it, but I feel that that's that's a fact. And a lot of the times women try to hold a family together, or at least I can see matriarchs in my family, you know,
Yes.
that have held everything together. And it's like, yes, we go through our ups and downs, and we're trying to hold things together. And it's like we're like taught to be strong, and but it's okay if we're not strong. It's okay if we like go through our things, you know, giving ourselves grace. That's part of the process.
Yeah, forgiveness, I think, is so key in all of this because we make we live lives, and then you handle it the way you with the tools that you were presented, and then we in turn be so hard on ourselves that we don't feel empowered in what we do. We don't feel that we have the internal reflection and internal say so to be able to give yourself like, yes, you have the right to do this. No, you don't. You have the right to say no. You know, we get in these places, and like she stated before, there's a lot of things we have to unlearn in order to it's almost like you have to redo the thing that didn't get done the first time. Or if something comes into your life and completely rips it apart, you have to rebuild it. So unlearning all of these ways about yourself, which for me is basically too is my posture. How am I sitting? Am I sitting up straight? Is my stomach poked out? You know, am I sitting back like this? Is you know, you have to unlearn everything that the body has taken the score for. And within that, so I was about to go on a tangent. Do you believe? I don't know why I put this question here, but I did. Do you believe there's a goddess within all of us?
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
I figured so. Why so?
Absolutely.
I guess I should make it a little. So I was like, why would I put this question here? If they didn't believe it, why would we be here? But I
Well,
guess maybe
because
we can add to the question.
I feel like, in my opinion, being a goddess is unique. Okay, so we're all unique in our own. We are. So there is a goddess within all of us, because a goddess holds these powers that we hold as women. I'm gonna call them powers because, again, like you said, men cannot reach some of these, you know, distances that we hold titles to. But not discrediting men. Let's not do that. But yeah, I definitely believe that we all have a inner goddess. I believe that you do have to find your own unique inner goddess.
Yes. Okay.
And there are different
Um,
versions, I believe. So, which goddess are you?
Yeah.
that's what I was just thinking about when I looked at the question. I was like, that's a silly question, and I was confident when I typed it because obviously I typed it there, right? But looking at the question, I was like, we could expand and expound on that due to the fact that we're calling it the Sun Goddess um, Empowerment Workshop. What is it about the terminology goddess that draws us to the purpose of why this needs to be called that?
Spiritual. To me, it's spiritual guidance from within,
Yes.
like a
Yeah.
spiritual healing, spiritual journey. I feel like that's what a goddess does. She's on a spiritual path.
I agree with you.
Well, Marcia, you may know for sure because you were on the phone with me. Um, that sometimes, I feel like I'm being led, right? And you have to
Yeah.
follow and be obedient to the thing. And we were on the phone one day and I was just like, I need to get to some water. I need to touch the ocean because I was in a way and I was feeling a way. And then I started talking about this goddess. And I was like, oh, okay, when we go down there, we could do this goddess water ceremony. And I was like, no, there's this goddess and I'm explaining the goddess to the ladies. Whole time the lady is sitting on my table, right?
Yes.
I can't
Yes.
and I can't think of her name right off
Was
the
it
top of my
Oshan? Oh, what is it?
Oshan.
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 Yeah.
Goddess Oshan.
Oshun.
And how do you say it?
Oshun? Are you talking
Oshun?
Oh,
about the Orisha?
Oshun. She wears yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yes. So I'm explaining her to them, and the whole time the lady is sitting on my table. And I was like, yeah, this is a sign. This is if this is not a sign, this is a sign. And then we start reading more about her and we start
Yeah.
getting the background about her. We start researching. And I put together a whole spiritual thing that I needed, but we needed to get to the water in order to do it. So you guys are definitely invited because we put together a whole event just thinking about what we need. Um, for the most part, I think my therapist told me, she said, every workshop that you write, you just healing yourself.
Yeah.
I was like, I guess I'm cool with that. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So let's just share like some fun empowerment confessions. Gabby, maybe tell us a little bit about why women should probably belly dance at least once in her life.
Why? Just to let loose and really let go of inhibitions or um, because I feel that belly dance, when you belly dance, you move muscles that you really don't move on daily basis, and it's a great thing, and it's a workout. You can be doing it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, nonstop, and you'll feel it. It's like you're sweating, and it's I feel that your body releases itself, from
Hmm.
tension, and it's fun. It's just a fun thing to do, and you will find it. You'll be like, oh my gosh, I can totally work out by belly dancing. So I usually provide private classes, say for bachelorette parties or birthday parties, and the girls are looking for an activity to do, and then they land on my page. And so I've created several routines where the girls can follow along and belly dance, right, for like in the time frame of an hour. Not that they're going to be professionals, because that's not the intent is that women are going to have fun, they're going to feel like goddesses, and they're going to embrace their sensuality and awaken their inner goddess. And so that's why it's fun.
I love that. I cannot wait. I'm excited. So Marcelin, let's talk a little bit about the womb health segment of what you're doing and probably why this may should be taught everywhere in schools.
Well, I wanted to bring more awareness to womb care cleanse and, release and restoration. Um, all of this plays connection with, hormones, growth, reproductive. So I'm going to bring a educational, interactive deal in where you're going to be able to release, whether it's you're going to laugh, whether you're going to tell the truth, whether you're going to um, want to share something you want to experience. Um, so it just becomes, a reactive, um, to get your womb, going, to get your intuition and your intuitive signs going, because that's all in there. I'm gonna share some good healthcare tips on, how to stay healthy, um, how it all works out as far as, good, bring in a few, not major, but details on, some kidney reproductive health. And, all of this is, it's going to be good.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. And why is twerking like therapy?
Because, okay, when we're younger, we're encouraged to learn and move, like learn and dance simultaneously. And the older we get, the more professional we get, the more robotic we get. And the act of working in and of itself is a masculine component to life. It's the get her done, it's the end goal of whatever we're pursuing. And the feminine aspect is kind of left dormant. So the objective of twerking is to give ourselves permission to play with ourselves, have fun. When I say play, I mean be intentionally like attentive to yourself and observe your female body parts. I call it your woman fat. See how things move and shake without the criticism, but really just allow yourself to be open to the natural aspect of what's happening with the body. When we start doing things with our hips, with our waist, we're allowing for our emotional brain, which does live in our stomach and our womb, to get some life, to get some air. And anything that's alive has oxygen. So, movement is that reintroduction to breathing. So I'm real excited about unifying with the community, helping people move their, shake that woman fat, and connecting on a deeper level, establishing how to be a bit more playful and attentive simultaneously.
I love that because it's
Yes.
so much shame that's put around it, and it starts when you're a little girl.
Mm-hmm.
You dancing like don't dance like that. Don't be fast. They shut you down quick. You moving all stiff. You know what I mean? When in reality, like there's so much that needs to
Mhm.
happen. I love
I
how you
Mhm.
think,
said that there's gonna be. What'd you say?
yeah.
Bring some life to that thing.
Yes, get some oxygen, let it breathe, have fun.
Woo! You
I think it's
ready?
a cultural thing though, because we're the only culture that judges that. You know, it's twerking. If you
I
look in
think
other,
other cultures judge it. It comes from Africa. This is what we do.
right,
But other
right,
cultures have demonized it and made it dirty and nasty and stepped all over it. So, but you do that as a cultural ceremonial dance or whatever, whatever.
yes,
They put
Yeah, to
sexualization on it.
I
yes. That's what
definitely
it became. They put a sexualization on it
And then
versus,
they had rappers say, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And then there you have it.
I mean,
yeah,
yeah, but all of that is culture though. Like I'm an 80s baby and that's a 90s song. And growing up, yeah, you probably tell the lyrics to your peers and not the grown-ups of your family. But
yeah,
as you're getting older, That's a sacred memory. That's a part of the code. And I think that with the indoctrination of reality, we're tuned to be trained to go into the practice of practice. But what are we paying attention to? We're adopting um, a outside reception of a culture and allowing for them to define what is ours. I
Yeah.
personally feel like my ancestors are right here from North America and not, foreign lands. And the active movement, twerking, it helps me to feel like I'm connected with my ancestors. Some people can relate, some people don't. The
Mhm.
objective of really
Mhm.
stopping your journey from the perspective of who could feel you, I think that could be majorly distracting. So when we have different things that our body, like our body is a natural healer. It know how to do everything it needs to do long as we out the
Yes.
way. And the
Yes.
things that we are trained to be really possessive over is the things that's really killing us. So when we give ourselves
Yep.
permission to just be still, what do you hear? What do you feel? It's people that have never fasted before. You don't know what the process of the body coming to the rescue for itself actually looks like. And we exchange that for the boatload of medications that doctors who are practicing medicine prescribe. So I could go on a whole tangent about all of this, but the twerking journey for me, I'm from Chicago. Yeah, growing up, no. Most people did not know me to be moving. I'm the nerdy one. I do things intellectually. And when I came out as a twerk fitness instructor a year after it was introduced to me in a land that did not have that cultural presence, it was something that I could not have um kind of given myself a heads up on. It's been a heck of a journey. But at the end of the day, it all is rooted to the same foundation that I started on. It's my personal journey of how I tap into me. And I have lots of different things that are readily available whenever I'm opening and, doing things with the community. The whole focal point, though, the point of it all is, those that are connected. So I think that when we start getting wrapped up and what a definition of something could be, then I think that could be majorly distraction from what it
Mhm.
actually is for ourselves. A lot of times we got our own isms. I know I had them. Oh, honey, in Miami, are you kidding me? These women are born to move their bodies the way that they move them, or at least that's just the way I felt. And I didn't feel like I was qualified enough. Like I knew what I was doing. And I was very uncomfortable and very stiff and terrified because all these ladies knew each other. They've been going to class for a long time and they go to all the different locations. They know routines and they're from that land. A lot of the women are islanders, so they're not
Yep.
from Northern America. And
Mhm.
I had to give myself permission to play with me. Yeah, we were in a dance studio, so it's floor to ceiling mirrors on at least one long part of the wall, which means you're able to look directly at you. I had problems with that. So going to the class and sticking through my own isms, my own fears, my own hangups, it allowed for me to connect with myself in a major level. And that's why I've been devoted to the journey from then through now. It's
Mhm.
not for anything else. Like twerking has definitely transformed from 2013 to 2026. It's 13 years later. You have a lot of different twerk fitness instructors that have their version of bringing mindfulness into movement. And that's a huge initiative. If it existed when I started my journey, I wouldn't exist. I wouldn't have created it. because I would be a student at somebody else's stuff. So my bottom line is we could really benefit from tapping into what gives us the most excuses for dismissing something. Get into it, see what it's about for you personally, and then make your choice on how it relates to your journey. I think that's the best way for us to show up for ourselves, for whatever background you come from, but especially the carbonated people from North America.
Yes.
The carbonated people. I like that. All right, you guys, I got anything else on that? I
Let's
definitely
just
think.
do some mass marketing. Let's get ready for this event. It's gonna be, I feel it. It's gonna be, let's say my slogan, fly.
Ooh, fly.
Yes.
It's gonna be fly. Yeah, I think the women deserve to feel divine, sensual, and powerful. So that that definitely gives a um thing. So just one more question for each of you, and we'll start with Gabby. What does belly dancing unlock in the woman's body and the spirit, and how does movement help release trauma that could be stored within said body?
Belly dance unleashes the goddess in a woman. And you need to feel it for yourself. Like you really need to be able to experience it, because you're going to feel great. Like once you start doing the movements and you realize it's all about you. You know, a lot of the dances are partner dances, where you need a partner, right? But if we look at belly dance, and that's an Americanized term, right? Because that name, it doesn't exist, right, in Egypt. That was an American term. That's what it was named. Um, but yeah, it's something that you need to experience it. For me, it has been my healing. It has been my medicine, like Angela was saying. I was introduced to belly dance in 2007 when I was going to UNLV. I was also a dance minor, and belly dance was called Middle Eastern dance, you know, and I was intrigued, you know, as a dancer. I'm like, this class sounds good. Let me take it, you know, and I fell in love with it. For me, it has been a part of my narrative all of this time, right? So from 2007 to 2026, um, it has been part of my journey, and I'm so glad it has, you know.
That's beautiful. All right, Marcia. Um, how does knowledge empower women on an emotionally or physical level?
Well, it's always the first rule. When you know better, you do better. You know, you're no, like, so it's like when you know what's happening from within,
Mm-hmm.
okay, now you have more of a clear focus on and a plan of action on what to do, on how to prevent these issues from happening, um or to not only prevention, but maybe to ease things that are already going on. um yeah so education knowledge is always, the power. If you don't know, you don't know. Okay, but again, this is why this empowerment event is a great deal. Because people stand in places where they don't want to ask, or you're shy, or you feel like you don't want to share your voice. um, I know for me, the more I'm given a platform is the more I'm willing to open and share my voice and be able to educate from my
Yeah.
own personal experiences.
We're also taught to be very shameful about things. So people don't talk about like what's going on with them in this region at all. It's like very, very taboo, you know. So you may have a question for somebody and you never think to ask, but the person is probably very open and willing to explore with you, or some people may make you feel shame. And with that being said, I know as you said that, you know, twerking, it can help women release that shame and reconnect with joy. What is something that you want them to feel after taking this empowerment workshop?
Is that question for me?
Mm-hmm.
I want them to feel themselves. Um, I struggled with endometriosis from the time I was 12 until 33. I healed myself with herbs and diet with the guidance of Dr. Sabi. And I always say that is the best doctor I never met because I couldn't physically meet him, but I would watch so many hours, like thousands of hours of Dr. Sabi videos. I'm an official Dr. Sabi advocate. So I'm familiar with the science and herbs and diet. But really, I want everybody to feel themselves. When I was going through the endometriosis trips, I say I was very estranged from myself. Every time it was a what I call episode, it felt like I would just leave my body because it was too painful and I did not know how to deal with it. I know other women have different versions of their story, but the objective of us actually be connecting with ourselves for something that's just for self. I think that's something that's underrated and I am endorsing it. I'm looking forward to everyone coming out and connecting with us, but having a deeper connection with themselves. That's my goal. Uh oh, I can't hear you.
We cannot hear you. Let's see.
I have put it on mute to see if I
Oh.
was the reason for the feedback. Does either one of you guys want to add in how you want people to feel leaving this event?
I want them to feel more knowledgeable. I want them to feel more like, I had to learn that, we as women, it doesn't matter what background we come from, we all have the same root because we all have the same what's going on in the inside. It's just how we're balancing it different. But I didn't know that younger. You couldn't tell my 20-year-old self that, you know, because again, my 20-year-old self, when I'm talking to older ladies, they didn't, it was private. A lot of things were kept private. So, we didn't know what to ask because we didn't know.
We couldn't ask.
We couldn't ask.
You didn't even know what to ask because there's no conversation.
There's no conversation. So I
Yeah,
want them to be able to know that they have a space that is open and and to be to become knowledgeable. You know,
yeah. I love that. Knowledgeable. Anything with you, Gabby, or are you good?
I'm good. I cannot wait to dance with all of you,
I
all of the
I
ladies.
can't wait to dance. Oh my
It's gonna be
gosh, I can't
fun.
wait
It's
to.
gonna be fun.
Um, I do. I want people to feel prepared. And when I say prepared, I mean that they have more information that they came with. They're leaving with more information in order for their overall wellness to be the center of what, you know, how they see themselves as far as building their confidence and um reconnecting and loving themselves and just understanding the power that they possess. When the doctor says, "It's a girl," like something happened right there, okay? And I want them to feel like they had a great time. I want them to feel, like you said, free, like they've released some things, leave some trauma on the floor, twerk it out, belly dance it out, whatever me and Martha gonna come up with because we gotta, I got a few things I think I want us to do too. I don't want to be just sitting down talking and talking because this is about moving the floor, right? I gotta get mine together, and I
Right. We
do
talked.
want,
Yeah,
I
we did
want,
talk about that a little bit. Yeah.
yeah, I want grown women to feel sensual. I want grown women to feel like they have permission to feel sexy and to reconnect with their
Yes.
regions and origins and all the thing. I think that's very important. Okay, so I did decide to do a raffle if you guys are good with that, just so that we can get some people engaged. And because we love our listeners, we're going to give away 5 tickets, right? So the rules for them to be able to enter the raffle is they have to follow all four of the hosts. They have to follow all four of us. So if you guys want to put in the comments, um, your handle, your follows. I'm gonna let you tell it at the end anyway. They must share this episode with 2 friends. They have to comment Sun Goddess under our latest post and send us a screenshot that is done. It could be sent to either one of us, whoever you're following, whoever you're supporting. Send us a screenshot that you have did it. You followed all four, shared this episode. You tag 2 women who deserve empowerment and some sun and some to awaken their goddess within them, and comment sun goddess under the latest post, and we'll announce the winners on Friday. And just a few things that we should just discuss is like what to expect, right? Create your goddess name. Who are you on the inside, internally? Who do you feel? Get your outfits together. Dress up as the goddess. I want you to come in feeling the part, right? And most importantly, you could bring a yoga mat. We talked about maybe some pillows or something like that if we want to sit down. So bring something that makes you feel comfortable. I would just say like a yoga mat or something like that. Anything you guys want to add?
Can you text all of that you just said? I can't keep up. But just send in the text about the
I'll send it
raffle
to you. I'll put it in the comments too.
in the comments.
I'll put it
Um,
in the comments.
yeah.
All right. Well, I guess we can um go ahead and close this out unless you guys have anything else you want to add. In my mind, I wanted this to be like a party. We put some music on and all of that, but you know how they be acting. You know how they be acting. But yeah, you guys got any final words? Otherwise, I'll do us a little closeout affirmation.
I'm looking forward to everyone coming out.
Yes.
Get ready to move too. Y'all gotta get ready to loosen all that thing up. Cause I know some people out there feel just as tight as me, and you done looked up and you trying to figure out what's going on. And once you
Hmm.
try to figure out what's going on, what happened, you realize you just got some work to do. You got some work to do, and we got some awesome ladies here that is going to help us get our bodies where they need to be. The beauty of it is everybody teaches everything that they're going to present. So if you want further information, you want more belly dance class lessons, you want more twerk and tone, you want some more wound care with Miss Marcia and myself, restoration, we'll have that available too. So it doesn't have to stop here. And then, me and Gabby, we kind of talked about making this annually.
Hey, we can take it to the beach since we can take it to like
Oh my God, the water. Don't say it.
Okay.
I
sure.
need it.
I
I
love the
need it.
water.
It's so
Same.
therapeutic. There's something so magical that happens with the water.
I
And I
miss the
know when I'm
ocean.
feeling a certain kind of way, it pulls me to it. Like I need to get to it. And then, the salt and everything makes me feel great. Makes me feel great. All right. So we'll take a couple deep breaths and we'll just honor ourselves again. And In the midst of it, will repeat after me. I honor my feminine energy.
I honor
I
my
honor my
feminine
feminine energy.
energy.
I honor my healing.
I
I
honor
honor
my
my
healing.
healing.
I honor my body.
I
I
honor
honor
my
my
body.
body.
I honor my sensuality.
I
I honor
honor
my
my
sensuality.
sensuality.
I honor my power.
I honor my power.
I am a sun goddess,
I
I
am
am a
a
sun
sun
goddess,
goddess,
rising, glowing, and becoming.
rising and
rising,
glowing
glowing,
and
and
becoming.
becoming.
All right, guys. The link is in the comments. We will share the link with you guys if you need it. It's on Eventbrite Sun Goddess Empowerment Workshop with these four beautiful women. I think y'all be ready for some fun times. Hold on, let's say oh, this is just us. Um, and so we'll have to catch up soon, guys. Look out for
All right.
the flyers and stuff.
All
Okay.
right, ladies.
Peace, everyone.
Peace.
Good
Bye.
night.
Good night.
Okay, y'all.